Welcome back. Now, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has been sentenced to an unconditional discharge in his hush money payment case. Now, though the ruling means that the case is officially over, Trump is set to become the first convicted felon in the White House. This ruling comes just 10 days to his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States. The decision means that Trump's conviction will appear on his permanent record, but he will not face imprisonment, a fine, or probation. Trump, who previously served as president from 2017 to 2021, was found guilty in late May on 34 counts of falsifying business documents related to a $130,000 payment made to Stormy Daniels, among other things. Trump has denied any wrongdoing. Now, to discuss this, I'm joined by Ejike Okpa, Global Affairs Analyst. Mr. Ejike, you are welcome. Thank you very much for joining us again this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Actually, I'm in China.
Oh,
I just got to China this morning, but that's fine.
Oh, do be careful out there. We hear about the, what's it called now, HMPV. But let's talk about Trump. Given the ruling in Trump's hush money payment case, how do you think this will affect his presidency, especially as he prepares to take office from for the second time?
Well, I don't think it's going to affect the presidency. You know, the Democrats wanted this, the New York people wanted this, and they got it. So it's just another sad case, you know, in what in my own view we shouldn't have had. But hey, the record is the record, and he's going to appeal it. You know, he had approached the Supreme Court to give him a reprieve, but they said no, which I think he shouldn't have, because, you know, you have to have a judgment before you go to appeal it. So now he has the right to go and appeal it, and appeal it in the New York appellate court. And if that doesn't work, he goes to the Supreme Court of New York. If that doesn't work, he goes to the United States. So it's one of those things. If any of those appellate system doesn't favor him, then it becomes a permanent record. But it's not going to affect him. You know, he's going to still be sworn in January 20th, and he's going to do what he wants to do in his second term.
Mr. Okpa, you're a supporter. You're a Trump supporter, are you?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
unapologetically.
So despite the conviction, Trump's not going to face imprisonment or probation. So as a supporter, how do you view the legal outcome? Or do you believe there was a fair resolution?
Well, you know, when this thing started, I said you shouldn't have. You know, hush money payment in the political system in America is not new. Clinton had it, John Edwards had it, Obama had it. You know, if you go back as far as you want in the historical, stages of American presidential candidates have always had to deal with people who show up and said, hey, you did something this number of years. You know, if you don't. You know, if you don't take care of it, I'm going to go public. So this happens to be one of the cases whereby, you know, the judicial system or the prosecutor in this case wanted to make a statement, and he got what he wanted. But, you know, it's just one of the stain. They had wanted him not to win, and he won. Not only did he win, he won both the electoral and the popular vote. No, that those who support him know this is one of those things. It's like throwing a mud on the wall. You know, they finally got something that is sticking, but it's not discouraging anybody. You know, Trump is going to do well come January 20th when he takes over, and for the next 4 years. I mean, it's good though, because he said he's going to sue the judge and he's going to, you know, appeal the stuff. So we don't know what ace he has in his Trump card.
Yeah, and his Trump card. Nice play on words there. Now, so his conviction will appear on his permanent record, which may impact his public image. How do you think his supporters will react to this? And will it have any lasting effect on his political influence?
Well, you know, this is like a bad weather. It's going to blow over, and then we're going to forget it. So once he takes over, because for those of us who supported him, our biggest concern was he going to win? And he won. So, you know, going forward, like I said, most Americans are not going to remember this. They're not going to care, because what matters to them now is the issue of illegal immigration, you know, the economic situation we're dealing with, and then what he's going to do differently when he takes over. But as he's not going to run for office again. If he's done with it, that's it. By the time he leaves office, he's going to be in his 80s. Who cares about this record? It doesn't. It's just like a speck of stain, on what shouldn't have been there. And we knew it. And those who wanted this thing, they got what they wanted, but he's still going to be president. And one other thing people need to know: the American Constitution never said somebody who's been convicted of a crime cannot run. It's not anywhere in. It is the perception of the voters. If the voters feel that certain things is not good on somebody who is running for office, then they will vote accordingly. So in this case, obviously they didn't think it mattered, and that's why they voted for him, and he won.
Well, I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Ejike Okpa, for joining us again this afternoon. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me. I thank you for welcoming me to China. This is my first time in China.
Do be careful in China, like I said from before, please. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.